Hey y'all, it's Johnny. We're going to look at the 13.5-inch Lightbar from MicTuning. This is what we got. You know, I've seen some like this mounted on a brush guard, a bully bar on the front of a Jeep, I think it was. And it's just, the spacing was just right. They just fit in there perfect. Now the feet, the brackets can go either way. You can flip these around to where they're on the inside. I kind of like them on the inside. Then mount them first and then bring the light in and set them. I'll give you close-ups of all this. If you haven't ever seen a MicTuning light bar, these things are all metal. Everything's metal until you get to the front glass or the internals. But everything out here, all solid, all metal, strong. Got kind of an aerodynamic look to it. Vented ribs in the back. Got straight beam lights, LEDs in the front and on the sides right here. These on the edges, the dimpled ones, which I'll show you closer. Those are like kind of like the fog lights. They spread out a little bit more, cover the sides. With this one, you do get the wiring harness. It has the relay, it has the fusible link, and it has a switch, I'm pretty sure. Hope I didn't lie to you. But since it has the wiring harness, all the little clips and everything you'll need, the switch and everything should be in here. Yeah, it's an illuminated switch, as in once you turn it on, it lights up red, so you know it's on, and you turn it off and it's not lit up anymore, so it won't sit there and draw energy. But everything you need right here. The clips to connect. You might need a crimper or pair. Some people just use pliers to get the connectors hooked on. This is all the cord you got from the light though, so this will get you down maybe through a roof or into the light bar to where your connectors are going to be. This will get it out of the weather wherever you're going to hide it at. And I'll show you how long these are, because if you're not going real far, this ought to get you done. It ought to get you real close, because there's a decent amount of cord there. There are two pads. That's for whenever you mount onto a metal surface. This just keeps it from marring up and being metal to metal. So I'll give you some closer looks on it. Okay. The long ones are for mounting into your bar, your roof, whatever you're mounting it into. Which you might have to change it up depending on how deep of an application you got. And here's the rubber boots, the rubber feet that go underneath here. There's some clips they send with it. We'll get this strung out and give you a better look, but I wanted to show you, give you a better look at the light bar. This, if you loosen it up just a little bit with the provided Allen wrench, this kind of loosens up in clicks where you can adjust it. So that way when you tighten it, it locks in and it won't move or swivel just with the slightest loosening, so it'll hold its spot. They do give you a good diagram, and it's real descriptive. If you just look at it and understand it, you'll know how you need to hook this up. And here's the LEDs, the front I was telling you about. See, all these are like straight beam lights. They'll reach out there pretty good. And if you have an LED flashlight, imagine just throwing a lot more energy out in a bigger LED. That's like these shooting out with numerous ones. Now these dimpled ones are like the fog lights. They'll spread the light out more to the bottom, to the side. More of a fog light, and they're on each side. But it's a real attractive light. Like I said, all metal. Screws, metal, everything metal. Just except for your faceplate and your internals. But solid bracket, solid, real sturdy. There's nothing flimsy about this. You're not going to hurt it at all. I mean, this is going to take hail pretty easy. I can't see why it wouldn't, as thick as it is, except for that front. If you got hail coming, you might want to steer this thing straight down. Which, like I said, keep the Allen wrench in your console or your glove compartment. And that way all you got to do is loosen it up, and kick that thing straight down. If there's any storms or hail you're going to be going through, because you don't want to be driving. I don't know how much of an impact this can take, so I'd be careful with that. But that's with any of them. So. But a real nice looking light. We'll get the wiring harness out and show you it. Okay, here's all your leads. Now this is going to be your battery here. It's going to go from your battery. You got a lot of wire here that'll string back to your dash area. Your dash area, you got your lighted switch. That's what this is here. As soon as you turn it on, it lights up red. This is one of those punch type. You drill the hole just that size and it punches in there, and that keeper keeps it there. But from your switch, then it comes out and goes to the relay, your fusible link, so it's all protected. Then it goes on up to the light itself, where it hooks on to the light bar. So all your reds and your blacks, your reds to your battery, it's easy. Then your blacks are to your battery. And like I said, you got your fusible link. And this gives you plenty of cord to go from your battery to the inside of your vehicle, to your switch, to your dash, wherever you're going to have this at. There's a lot of cord there to go through your firewall and whatever. And then also from your battery area, there's a decent amount of cord here that goes to your light bar. So whether it's going to go onto a brush bar, or up to the top of the vehicle itself, what have you, there's a decent amount of cord to get there. If you don't have enough, then you can just add some onto the end, because they're just plain ends anyway. This is designed for a multi-light system. You got two here, you got two here. So if this one doesn't reach, you can just go on to the next. These can be taped up and covered or kept concealed, but it's all covered, it's all wrapped. I can't plug this thing in now. We got thunderstorms and tornadoes in Kansas, but if you've messed with LED lights at all, even flashlights, you can imagine the brightness that comes off of this thing. It does reach out there real well for a short light bar, because it's dual stacked, plus the fog lights on the side that spreads out the beam. So it's real attractive, real bright. It's a real nice light set, and you're protected with the relay and the fusible link. So there you go. It's a nice set.